Hello and welcome to the 2020 20 Club Awards presentation. Obviously, this year looks a little different as we are not all able to come together to celebrate, but we want to take the time to thank you for your service over the years and the dedication you have shown to Phil Long. We want to say congratulations to all the new club members and thank you for your continued dedication and loyalty. I now invite you to enjoy the following presentation put together in your honor.
So this message is for all of you who have attained the great position in life of having worked at Phil Long dealerships for so long that you're part of an exalted group. You should feel incredibly proud of what you've accomplished. You know, in life, it's extremely important to hang out with good company, to be good company, and to surround yourself with good company. And I can't think of a better company for you to be a part of than the Phil Long organization. I know Jay for many, many years, and I know that those of you who have worked there for all of these years, that you should feel incredibly proud to be associated with, a part of, and connected to this phenomenal organization. And I, for one, like to be associated with people that I admire, that I respect, that I want to be connected to and a part of. So I just want to say congratulations to all of you and feel very grateful that you get to be connected to and a part of such a good company. But you are good company. You're good company to be around, and people are uplifted by you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be there. And I just want to say thank you, congratulations, my best wishes to keep doing what you're doing, which is influencing others to be their best self more often.
20 years. Kenneth Clausen, Mark Martinez, Stephen Cateman, Andy Froelich, Karen Ramirez, Bobby Froman, Ryan Murphy, Walter Gunn. 21 years. Tony Cobb, Michael Gonzalez, Robert Hansard, Sammy Haney, Rebecca Martinez. 22 years. Dan Sevilla, Gary Howard, Robert Spa. 23 years. Sean Flynn, Randy Gradishar, Sherry Diggs, Stephen Dojak, Glenn Hamill, Thomas Jones, Eric Luther, Val Schaefer, Greg Schreppel, George Small, Joe Ulray, Larry Yate. 24 years. Jerry Garces, Karen Varela, Norm Botham, Anthony Eakin, Philip Eastlick, Steve Lacey, Lisa Lotspeech, Eugene Rail, Fred Thomas, Donald Tuck. 25 years. Russell Root, Janine Steinke. 26 years. Richard Krysiak, Edward Lucier, Namir McHale, Marilyn Rumsey, Chuck Todd, Connie Wandell. 27 years. Harold Lawrence, Donna Miller, Jamie Passarelli, Rudy Perez, Roger Wolfung, Eamon Zoma. 28 years. Brett Dresselhaus, Mark Krasaniak, Jeremy Locker, Jeffrey Luce, Richard Maddalini. 29 years. Jim McMahon, Ronald Cassetta, Jen Ely, Norman Gaddy, Lori Henderson, Trevor Mack, Bruce Starkey. 30 years. Gary Finneman, Christy Roberts, Gary Cisneros, Steven Sapizio, Sandra Knight, Mark Wally, Tom White. 31 years. Janet Burrows, Scott Frederick, Kathleen Sayers. 32 years. Nicholas Coles. 33 years. Scott Arnold, Mark Friedel, 34 years. Sydney Lane, Daniel Miller, Agnes Patrick, 35 years. Ernie Lanning, 36 years. Joe Rigsby, 37 years. Tony Farinero, Charlie Ford, 39 years. James Foley, John Owens, 40 years. Vince Cimino, 41 years. Karen Boyle, Gregory Carlton, George Gilliam, 43 years. Philip Cimino, Donald Reese, David Roughton, 44 years. Tom Hankin, Frank Shugart, 45 years. Jay Cimino, 46 years. Robert Liley, 47 years. Frank Cimino. And we'd like to introduce our new retirees. Michael Boynton, Danny Huth, Sue Narrett, Joe Ulray, and Jim McMahon. In loving memory of Johnny Johnson and his wife, Mary Ann. And we'd like you to meet the 8 new 2020 20 Club inductees. We are so proud and thankful for your service to Phil Long.
My name's Andy Froelich. I've been here 20 years, and I started in 2000 as a PC technician, and then I became a IT manager, and then network administrator. Then I took over the Phil Long reporting and became the IT director, and now I'm the chief technology officer. You want to be part of something that maybe is permanent, like you want to contribute to something that's not going to go away. And I think so being part of Phil Long or being part of a company that has this kind of longevity, it allows you to contribute in a way that you feel that's gonna carry on beyond you. I think just being around some great leaders, I kind of learned to maybe relax and slow down. You know, being in IT, you tend to be cocky, and I was very cocky. And just over the years, I think I softened to that and realized that nobody has all the answers, and that, you know, getting those answers is a lot of work. And then over the years, I think you begin to appreciate what other people contribute that are not maybe even in your field. Seeing that effort day in and day out just kind of gives me an appreciation for the whole team. It's not just the people at Phil Long. I'd say Phil Long itself is kind of part of my family. Like, I've grown up with Phil Long, the people and the technology. Like, as a company, we've kind of grown up together. And that's a cool thing.
So I started out Mercedes Audi when they were one store, European Imports, in 2000. I started there just as a temporary job till I figured out what I was going to do with my life. So then I went to the corporate accounting side, and I've been in corporate accounting ever since. In some aspects, 20 years has gone by fast, and other aspects, you don't even notice it. 20 years happens, life changes, but I think it doesn't go by so quickly because we do have a lot of the same employees. We have a lot of long-term employees, so you grow with them and you see them daily. So years don't fly by, but moments do. When I first started here, I had my accounting degree. I graduated college, didn't have a huge interest in getting my CPA license, wasn't a big deal. You know, I was working here, loving it, loving life, loving work. Greg Nelson had approached me and asked if I would be interested in getting my CPA, and I said yes. And Trevor, who was still my boss at the time, and he regrets that to this day, they both really encouraged me to get my CPA, to try for, you know, to work hard to get that, to study for that, and I did that. So it was a great accomplishment, probably for me and them as well. Somebody was following in their footsteps and taking the initiative to improve themselves and be better for our company.
My name's Stephen Cateman, and I work at Phil Long Chapel Hills. I'm a Senior Master Certified Technician there. I started out at Quick Lane in January 2000, and after a couple of years there, they opened up a standalone store at Chapel Hills, and I was asked to go there. We started out as a Monday through Friday job, and then after a year or so, we started opening up on Saturdays, and there's only 5 of us techs total, and so we had to swap every tech every week. Steve Lacey actually claims he hired me. He said he wasn't hiring at the time, but I could fill out an application. And so he came back and asked me if that was true, that I was actually ASE certified, and I said, yeah. Coming straight out of the military, you know, I didn't have a whole lot of experience as far as cars, Steve Lacey came up and asked me if I'd be interested in coming up and working for him, that he was now looking for somebody to work in Quick Lane, and he asked me if I would go with him. And of course, I was like, sure, I'll go and check it out and learn some more about cars.
I'm Ryan Murphy. I was hired in August of 2000 at the Saturn Used Car Building as a lot tech, and I did that until 2007, and then a detail position opened up, and I took that still with Saturn, and then in 2011, Kia moved into the 1020 building, and I've been detailing there since 2011. I like the routine. I'm good at it. I'm kind of semi my own boss. I like the hours. I think it's gone by really fast. It seems like it was yesterday to me. I really like the people I work with. I really like the benefits package. It's really, really nice. So they're a very high quality work environment. So that's what I enjoy about it. You know.
My name is Ken Clausen. Well, I started off as a service advisor at Saturn of Denver and did that for a few years. Sold cars for a couple years at Saturn in Denver. Went back to working service and became service manager at Saturn of Highlands Ranch. Transferred to Colorado Springs and was running the recon shop at the Saturn store. Stayed with Saturn and was at the building we're in now, which eventually became Kia. And when parts had an opening, I moved over and became a parts person and eventually parts manager, and that's where I'm still currently at. 20 years has gone by actually amazingly quickly. So, it feels like we are all part of a family, and, the camaraderie, and it just, time goes by. First time I met Jay was shortly after I started. Jay came in that store a lot, and he actually liked to get his cars detailed there. We had a very good detailer named Eamon, and Jay would bring a car in and leave it and then drop a different one off and pick that up. So that's, like I said, shortly after I started is when I first met Jay.
I'm Karen Ramirez, and I started at Ford in the service department doing follow-up calls. From there, I went to Kia Chapel Hills, worked there for a while, a couple of different managers. Moved to Suzuki on Academy. Phil Long decided to sell the Suzuki franchise, so I went to Number One Used. From there, I went to Value Car, and I ultimately landed my dream job with Phil Long, Ford Motor City at the Mother Store as the GM's assistant. I would never really imagine 20 years when I first walked in the door at Phil Long. I was a single mom that needed a job. Looking back, it's like my daughter was 8 years old. She's now 28, an adult, and it feels like I've been there forever, but it was yesterday that I ultimately got into the position that I wanted. When I started working there, I was like, I want to be in that office, the GM's assistant at Ford Motor City in the Mother Store. And I was able to achieve that with the help of a lot of great people and great women. So in having a giant dog at the store, there's a little added responsibility, which I used to enjoy taking Cruz on walks just to get out of my office. But I had to take him to an appointment one day. He takes off, dragging me across the parking lot. And I finally got a hold of him and got him back in the car. And I told Mark, I'm done with this dog. I love him, but I'm done with him.
I've been in the Quick Lane since about 2003, I believe. I was also in the main shop as a light line tech for a couple of years. I was going through school at that time. And then I was an apprentice under a couple of guys who are not here no more. And then I think it was 03 when I was gonna switch jobs, but then ended up coming back down to the Quick Lane and been here ever since. Well, we're in February now, so I've been here just over 21 years. And I can't complain. I mean, it's been here. I've been here half my life, literally. I'm 42 years old, so I mean, I love it. It's home to me. It's what I feel like, and seeing people come and go is, you make friends and stuff. But other than that, I love it. The one thing that really sticks out is getting the news that I was going to be a dad in 2008, and here we are, 2021. He's going to be 13 years old. Doesn't seem like that long ago, but time flies. So, I mean, I would say that's a good memory that sticks out for me in 2008.
Walter Gunn, sales manager at Phil Long Ford in Denver. Started here 20 years ago as a lot tech for Phil Long Suzuki. Have done just about everything else on the sales side. Definitely doesn't seem like it's been 20 years. You know, really, Phil Long himself, he was a great leader. Jay Cimino, who's taken this company and just grown exponentially. Kevin Shaughnessy, Mike Blair, James Ayers, Robert McMahon, numerous other sales managers, Brad Stewart, Ron Rogers, Chris Richards. The list can go on and on.
Congratulations to you, the 8 of you who are now new members of the 20 Club. We celebrated 75 years young. 75 years ago, Phil Long, a decorated war hero, formed the Phil Long Ford. As we serve our families, as we serve our community, the spirit that drives us is to be the best we could be. We do that with ourselves, with our families, with our jobs, with our team players. When you add together being the best you could be each and every day, and add that to being a consummate team player, that's what makes this organization what this organization is. We serve this community in transportation. We serve this community in healthcare. We serve this community in providing better service for the veterans. Today, we're proud to honor you, the 8 inductees who have served our customers so well. We wish you only the best and your continued service to our community through the Phil Long organization. Again, thank you for the 20 years. As you know, 20 years goes by pretty fast. And we wish you only the best as you continue to serve our customers and our organization. When Mr. Long was alive, I committed to him that this would be a 100-year-old company. The company was not built on bricks and mortar, it was built on people. So we can always consider people first. We feel very strong about our people. We feel very strong about you. Again, I'm honored and thankful to you for your hard work, your dedication, and your commitment to your customer and to this dealership. Again, thank you so very much.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation, and we look forward to enjoying all the years to come. Once again, congratulations and thank you so much for your commitment and service to Phil Long.